2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are delighted to welcome you to this year's Q School Final. It's time for the second round. Let's head out onto the course. Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam. It's great to have you with us. Our featured player currently sits in 9th place as we kick off today's coverage. Should be entertaining to see him battle it out on the course today. Okay, he's got that one in the air, heading out onto the fairway. And that's going to set the tone for the day. Standing over his second shot. Well, good looking shot here. That's headed towards the green.
In this wind, what that says to me is he struck that good.
This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
He's in a share of 7th place. We have a par 5 at this one. That's a little untidy. Oh, Henny, that looks like a putrid lie. Is it bad?
He's really going to have to hack away at this. It's nasty.
He's coming out of the rough here, and I don't think that's going to be enough.
Not bad. A birdie putt awaits. Ooh. That's just about 3 feet away. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Here we are at the 3rd hole, a par 3. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Okay, this putt, I've got it starting out to the left, but it will come back at the end.
Oh, damn.
Putting for a par here. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
Oh, that looks like a pure stroke. Currently sitting at 4 under par. Let's go to the 4th. It's a par 4.
No!
That one just a bit too far offline.
Forty yards, it's 52. Stop!
A bit wild on approach there.
Shocking, a missed green in regulation.
Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par.
Too much.
Finds himself in a share of 7th. It's time to step on the tee here at the 5th. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. Wonderfully played. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Got some good vibes after yesterday. Trying to keep it up again today. This one is all over it.
Yep.
And now this to move into a tie for third place. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. This hole is a par 4.
Absolutely tattooed that one.
That one's found the thick stuff. Oh no. Second shot here on the 6th.
Well, that's an extra life in the bank finding the green from there.
A chance to move to 6 under the card with this putt.
Mm.
And he's down there. You got a read?
I've got it going left to right.
That's a good putt to make that one. That's back-to-back birdies. And that will take him to 6 under. He finds himself with a share of the lead.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Well, that's some pretty tidy work through 2 rounds, Rich. Has opened up a huge buffer over the field.
I don't think I've seen 2 rounds this complete in my life, Luke. Having such a massive lead, how can they handle it?
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvy. Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. It's time for our third round coverage of this event. Luke Elvy alongside boothmate Rich Beam. As always, it's great to have you join us. And Rich, our featured player, is setting the pace here in the third round.
Well, this is where everything starts to get a little bit real for these players now, isn't it? 36-hole lead. You're sitting on that lead with just 36 to go, and you're the hunted. This is going to be fun.
His second shot here. And this has been a hole he's unable to take advantage of so far for this event. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup.
Ooh.
That's bullshit right there.
Par putt coming up here. Still in the lead now after that hole.
Should have gave me that
A
one.
long par 4 this hole. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
He is right on the 150-yard marker here.
Too much.
This might be a bit too much club.
Handy effort, that one. This putt is 16 feet to the hole. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Fuck.
A huge right to left swinger.
Well, there's a wild rider. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
For bogey.
Come on.
Just a short putt remaining here. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. The 6th is a par 4.
A rough double bogey in the last hole. This hole is really tough now.
Shut up.
That dog will hunt. This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. That's making a big statement here today.
Trying to make a statement early and often.
Now 6 shots in front after that hole. We've arrived now at the 7th and the par 4. Well struck.
Fuck.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. A par putt awaits. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. So as that round comes to a close, it's a lovely position this player holds in top spot, Rich.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
satisfying position to be on top of the leaderboard through 3 rounds.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now. UK Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. And we've got final round coverage coming your way right now. Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam as always, and delightful to have you with us. And Rich, our featured player has been performing extremely well in this Q School Final. That certainly bodes well for next season.
Well, this player is comfortably inside the top 20, which pretty much assures them of a Corn Ferry Tour card next year. But a great final round today. They could certainly make it in the top 5.
Playing from around 150 yards here. Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
Luke, I just don't see this happening. I tell you, I'd love to see this player prove me wrong, though.
Starting this one out on a pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. He's setting up for his second shot. This one looks just a fraction too long to me. Unable to find the green on this one.
And missing it long with that approach, not a good leave.
The fuck you mean?
Don't you love it when you don't even need a putter to make
Yes.
birdie? Oh yeah, look at those hands. What a chip shot.
He's currently in
Damn
first place.
Skippy.
On the tee now, the 16th, and it's a par 5.
What a drive. Look at that.
Henny, how bad is this lie?
You don't get lucky this often out on a golf course. It's in the second cut, but looking nice.
This one might need to sit. That ball looked a little thirsty. Close to the surface here, the green side rough. This is from miles away. And this one is for bogey. And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
Don't mind the look of this. And that was a bogey by our leader. So the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. Here we are at the 17th tee.
Coming off of a bogey, looking for a birdie.
Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber. This putt is about 8 feet.
This for a birdie.
Oh, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. And a chance to ice the tournament here. Holding the lead, playing the last. Playing this shot from 120 yards. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
And it's all come down to this. Make this putt and win the event. And they've done it. What an effort that is, winning Q School in what's a pressure-packed tournament.
Yes, hats off. But listen, it really doesn't matter, Luke. You finish first or you finish 25th. You still get your tour card. You still have an amazing opportunity next year. Yes, winning it does get you in.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Q School final champion. What a life-changing moment for our featured player, Rich.
What an incredible accomplishment. Great win. Gives you so much more confidence heading to that first PGA Tour start.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.
Attribute post boost to play event.
K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Round 1 of the Ace Championship is about to begin. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by 2002 PGA champion Rich Beem and Luke Elvy, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy down on the course. Rich, it's a huge day for our featured player. This is their first taste of the PGA Tour. Think back to your first time on tour. What were you thinking on the first tee?
I was trying not to think about anything because every fiber in my body was racing 1,000 miles per hour. It was overwhelming. It was exciting. It was nerves. It was, I think, every emotion that you can possibly have going through your body at one moment in time was there. But at the end of the day, you're here. You're playing on the PGA Tour. There's nothing better.
Henny, what do you see in this putt?
Yeah, it's hard to even stand straight on this slope. Big right to left break.
And a tap in left for par. Here's a quick look at the leaderboard, and he has a one-shot lead. To 14, it's a par 4.
This is a massive fairway on an extremely long par 4. Tee it high and give her all you got. Second shot downhill just a little bit. Big danger here is when they put the flag on the right-hand side. That can really hurt you.
Here's the third shot. This could be a big moment, trying to save par. Well done to get that one to go in. As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1.
The 15th ends a terrific stretch of par 4s, Rich, playing back up the hill.
It's got some bunkering down the left-hand side that you got to avoid. Be mindful of that, so driver may not be the play off the tee. You find the fairway, you got just a short iron second shot to a green that's pretty receptive. You should be thinking birdie from the middle of the fairway.
I don't like the look of that lie. That's well executed. This one's heading towards the green. And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot. Some work to do, however. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, he's got just over 16 feet here.
Putting for a par now. And it's a one-stroke par for our leader over the field. The 16th hole at TPC Boston is the final par 3 on the course, Rich.
Yeah, he's water all the way down the left-hand side and fronting the green. Your eyes are drawn to that immediately, so your instinct is to bail out to the right-hand side, but don't be drawn into it. You miss the green out to the right-hand side, even if it's in that bunker. That pitch shot coming out of the bunker, down the slope, let's say, Luke, it can get wicked hard.
Big par saver coming up for this fella. And he's down there. You got a read?
So, straight for the most part, with a little bit of left at the end.
And as we head to the next hole, our featured player is up by 1. I like that one. Here's the second on 17.
It's a green seeker.
Really well done.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Now this putt for birdie. Oh, almost. And just this short one left for par. Our featured player likes the way the leaderboard is shaking out, currently in first place. Now to 18, a par 5.
Oh, this is a great par 5. You got a little speed slot down the left-hand side, carry those bunkers, and all of a sudden that golf ball is going to go chasing down the fairway. From there, though, you got to be mindful. You got a massive ravine fronting this green. And this green, you do have room to miss it on the left-hand side, but it's not a very easy up and down. A great finishing hole that you can make 3 on easily. 6s as well.
All right, bold. I like this play.
What a great shot on the par 5, on and 2.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
That was close. 5 feet remains. And a birdie to finish on 18. What a wonderful day for our featured player sitting atop the leaderboard.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure to be alongside you, my friend.
Well, that'll do it for today, folks. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and the entire crew, I'm Andrew Catalon saying so long and thank you. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Round 2 of the Ace Championship is about to begin. Andrew Catalon back with you. Thanks for joining us today. Our featured player is sitting at 5 under as we begin our coverage. And now to the play at number 6.
Absolutely tattooed that drive.
All right, we can work with that. Still some work to do here. Henny, how tough will this putt be?
Okay, my money is on a right-to-lefter.
Putt on the way and looking good early. This has got a chance. And it drops in. A good result there as he is now 7 under par.
Time now to play the par 5 7th.
For those that find the fairway, missing that fairway bunker in the middle layup zone wise, not a problem. If you hit in the rough, we got issues now. Put yourself in position for your third with a good third shot. You can control the spin to a green that sits up above you just slightly. Still a wonderful birdie opportunity, even if you can't reach it in two.
That looks to be a fairway finder to me. Second shot here on the 7th. Now he's got his eyes set on the putting surface. An aggressive play here. Not far from the green here, just in the greenside rough. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Trying to get to 8 under par with this putt. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
Just missing the birdie there. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th.
For a long par 3, you've got to figure out how to hit something high and soft to hold this green. For whatever reason, this green decides to repel golf balls instead of accept them in. I think it's made out of Gore-Tex because there is nothing soft about this green. This is one of the most difficult ones on the golf course.
Going with the 5-iron here. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
A slight break to the right here.
Like the look of this one. That will drop and it will extend the lead. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play.
As we move on to the next hole, it's a 3-shot cushion for our leader. Oh, flex on that drive. Yeah, nothing wrong with that shot right there. We've got 15 feet to the cup.
This for a birdie run. Now that's how you roll the rock.
Put a circle on the scorecard.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
A par 4 here.
Driver not really necessary on this shortish par 4. Just a 3-wood for position. Second shot goes to a green that runs diagonal of the players. There is a couple of really good and tough pin placements that are back left.
9 under for the tournament. This one is right at it. That's another green in regulation.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
Another birdie on the scorecard. That's number 5. As we move on to the next hole, he is up by 5 shots. We make our way to the 11th. It's a par 3.
The good thing about this hole is it's long in length, but it's got a massive green that doesn't have a lot of movement. What it does have is from left to right and a little bit from back to front. A generous green on a long par 3. Great design.
Going with 5 wood. Looking to get up and down from here. $7 feet to the cup. Our featured player still sits atop the leaderboard. And the second round comes to an end, and they are in first place.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
It's been a great day. We thank you for joining us. For Rich Beem, Luke Elvy, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you soon. It's time to prepare for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Our coverage of the Ace Championship continues as we get into our third round of action. Andrew Catalan here, pleased to have you back with us. You can really feel the energy on the grounds today. Someone is going to take it low. All the thrilling action is right here on 2K Sports. Let's get down to the second hole. Okay, we've got about a 240-yard shot here.
Wind is blowing from right to left here. Wants to work it against the wind.
He's got a very long way to go. Okay, a 15-footer remains. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
You know, it's tough to see, a tricky read, but it's uphill and a left-to-righter.
And that's in there for par. Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place. Time now for a par 3.
It doesn't have a lot of length to it, but it's also a green that's not super deep. You do have the bunker in the front, but anytime you miss it long and or left, you got a really difficult pitch shot as that green tilts from back to front. But still, it's a pretty straightforward par 3. Not too much danger to it.
Tough one to dial in.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
A chance here for par. John, what's he looking at with this putt?
He's got a 31-foot putt at least.
That's not bad from there.
Wanted to get it up to the hole, but was just unable to up that slope.
He's got this one for a bogey. Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. Here's a look at the tee of the par 4 fourth.
Almost every player in the field will be going for this green. Where do you hit it? Front right part of the green is the perfect target. Missing it to the left in the bunker or long and right. That is not good.
Big shot out of the green side bunker. This putt is from 19 feet away. Well, this one starts off looking good.
You better.
And it goes in. No change atop the leaderboard after that hole. Now heading over to the par 4 fifth hole.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
This is full send.
Not a bad shot right there. On the green, but some work to do. All right, John, which way is this putt going to go?
I think this one's moving right to left.
And an outside chance here.
This putt still tracking nicely. And a tap in as we move on to the next hole.
And after that, now sitting at 16 under for the event. This shot is about 140 yards out.
Yep, okay. This is at the green.
Well played there, pin high.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
So close. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich.
And after that hole, our featured player still atop the leaderboard. 18 holes remain, and wow, there is a lot at stake tomorrow.
It's been a work of art from my point of view, and I got to say, I hope it continues for one more day.
Well, that will do it for today. For all of us here at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. Thanks for watching. Get set for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. It's time to find out who will be the victor at the ACE Championship. Andrew Catalan back with you. Thanks for joining us today. And Rich, the final round is underway. Our featured player is in first place.
Just a monumental lead going in this final round. I mean, it's got to be debilitating to the other golfers around him. This player, he's so far past everybody right now. They've got to be scratching their heads going,
What a beautiful leave right there.
and a fantastic look upcoming.
7 feet left.
He's got this one for birdie.
The putt goes in and the lead continues to grow.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
We've made it to 14.
Nothing out there except for fairway, fairway, and more fairway. Tee it high, let it fly, because this hole is long. Second shot will play about a half a club downhill to a green that chases away from you ever so slightly. Be wary of that right hand pin position. That can be mean.
Wow, that one was just a little bit off.
Yeah, it took a bit too much club on that one.
This putt is for par. Taking a look at the leaderboard, he's got the lead.
Here we are on the par 4 15th hole.
You have some bunkers on the left-hand side that you got to be mindful of. Driver not necessarily needs to come out of the bag. Just find the fairway. From there, just a short iron. Back uphill ever so slightly to a green that's got all kinds of undulations to it. Good opportunity for a birdie.
Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up from about 130 yards out.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Henny's down there. You got a read?
I've got it going right to left here.
Putting for birdie here. Looks good off the blade. And that should secure the par on this one. Well, this is a brilliant display of all-round golf. Now 24 under par with a handful of holes remaining.
And nice to have that cushion heading down the last few holes.
Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Welcome to the 16th hole, the par 3.
You got water everywhere down the left-hand side, so your eyes are immediately drawn to it. You've got to divert them out to the right-hand side, but don't get clumsy, don't get lackadaisical, and don't miss the screen too far out to the right, because you're going to have a wicked hard chip.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. John, have you got a read on this one?
Well, it looks like this one's going left to right.
Now, this is a challenging one. A lengthy putt awaits. Header house. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey.
Time for the tee shot on this par 4 hole.
Just take your tee shot, and if you want to, lay it up down the right-hand side. It's a pretty simple second shot. Big hitters might think about trying to take on the dogleg. No need, though. This green sits down below the second shot, down below the fairway, right in the middle of it. Right in the middle of it, they buried a snowman. The base of a snowman, a big lump right in the middle of it. It's a fantastic feature.
Oh, with shots like that, our leader might be able to walk to the finish line. Let's check in with Henny.
He's staring down 23 feet here.
A birdie putt coming up. This could be a big one. 6 feet remain.
This for par.
And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard. Time for the tee shot at 18.
A speed slot down the left-hand side. Go ahead and try and find that one from there. You're going to have just a long iron, maybe a hybrid for your second shot. Got to be mindful of that ravine short of the green. You initially want to bail out to the left-hand side, but the further left you go, the harder that chip shot becomes.
Another good shot from our leader. Second shot here at 18.
Ooh, bad kick. This one's going right.
And if this chip drops, he'll win the event. Really well played shot, and par is there for the taking. Okay, a putt to win the... There it is. Our featured player has won the season opening Ace Championship.
Nothing more satisfying than winning the season opener against your peers. This player's confidence is sky high.
And Rich, my dad would call that a rocking chair win. There was no doubt about it.
Your dad is a very smart man. That just sit in that chair and just let that chair do the work for you, baby. Love it.
Well, that'll do it for today. For all of us here at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalon. Have a great night.
Good day, folks. It's time to get ready for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. It's time for the opening round action of the Bluff Championship right now. Hello, everyone. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beem in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy out on the course. It's such a fun championship, this one. Love being here for it, and I'm glad you could join us as well. This now, his third shot. And a par putt awaits him. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
This one, guys, he's got around 9 feet.
For the par.
Nice, solid opening hole right there.
The second at Central Otago, Rich, is a par 5, which players feel like they'll be able to get there in 2, but they've still got to be very accurate.
They do. Some trees lining both the left and right sides of the fairway. Fairway does pinch in, so the bigger hitters need to worry about that. The second shot, though, back up the hill ever so slightly to a green that sits well above you. Massive outcropping of rocks on the right-hand side short, but anything missing long and left goes down to a really low valley area.
That's not quite on the dance floor, Rich, but it's right up there near the green. A chance to perhaps pick up 1, maybe 2 on this hole.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
11 feet left to the hole.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Let's get back to it, shall we? Currently 1 under for the tournament.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
The third at Central Otago is consistent with the rest of the golf course, Rich. Just a gorgeous little par 4.
It is. You got out of bounds all down the right-hand side of this hole. That bunker in the distance on the left is in play. So lay up short of that. And second shot goes into a very narrow green. Be aware of that out of bounds lurking to the right. Shots missed out to the right probably won't end up out of bounds, but why take the chance?
Straight at it.
5 feet coming up to the cup.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
And after that, he'll move to 2 under for the tournament. The 4th hole is the first, the par 3s at Central Otago.
The bunker short of the green is not there. It's just there to confuse you a little bit. There is a steep runoff off to the right-hand side that you want no part of. Anything bailing out just a little bit to the left is a great call.
That got a little out of control, I think.
That was thrown straight up in the air, and the wind just killed it.
Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. John, have you got a good read on this one?
It's got to go uphill and to the right, it seems.
So far, so good.
And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage. Well, there you have it, Rich. At the end of the opening round, he finds himself in first place.
You gotta love seeing your name on top of that leaderboard. He's got to be excited about that. Still, just a slim lead with a lot of golf to play.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beem, 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Time now for the second round of the Bluff Championship. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam. Thrilled to have you back here with us on 2K Sports. Our leaders going along very nicely at -9 at the moment as we continue things here on 2K Sports. Nicely done. Time for the second shot here at the 7th. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole.
With this wind, that's a thing of beauty.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. Now at -9 for the tournament. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Yeah, long par 3. There is a really good place, though, to aim your tee shot, and that's out on the right-hand side. There's a nice little berm out there that can help kick it back to onto the green or close to it. Anything missing out to the left-hand side, you're going to leave yourself below the green with almost a blind second shot in there trying to save par.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
Never seen a scorecard that doesn't look good with a 2 on it. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This is a big old left-to-righter.
That's disappointing.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
On the tee of the par 5 ninth.
Plenty of room down the left-hand side to find the fairway with your tee shot, and from there it should be go zone. But when you look at this green, it's got runoffs in all directions around it. If you've got any little demons running around in your head telling you that you can't chip it very good, you're not going to like this green.
Well, it'd be nice to make this one. This one's for eagle. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Well, it looks like about 23 feet from here.
Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. And Rich, he's doing a lovely job out there, taking care of business.
Yeah, no time to start thinking about that lead, Luke. They got to keep their head down and keep going forward. Cannot think about that lead or people will pass them. Yeah, that's just not going to work for him.
This is his second shot. He leads the field by a stroke. This would be a great up and down from this spot. And he needs this to save par. And he's down there. You got to read.
Looks like this will move to the left-hand side as it goes up the hill.
And down she goes. And after that hole, our featured player leads by 1. Welcome to the par 5, 11th hole. Is this going to hold the fairway?
It looks so good for so long, but now it's first cut.
And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
Absolutely. Love watching a player be bold and be rewarded for it.
Oh, 13-footer coming up here.
A great birdie chance here.
Oh, what a putt. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage, looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
Time for the second shot at the 12th. Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green.
Wynn got that one and took it wayward.
An opportunity to make a par here.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. And through 36 holes, this player continues to shine out there in top spot.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beem, I'm Luke. K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Our third round coverage of the Bluff Championship is about to begin. Hi everyone, thanks for joining us. I'm Luke Elvey. As this player starts their round in the lead, what should be their focus for today?
Yes, right now the game plan is working, but they still have to go out there and play off the front foot, play on offense, and not worry about who's chasing them.
Let's get down to the first hole. Okay, ball's in the air. Let's see how this round plays out. Time for the second shot into the first. Oh, absolutely flushed. He hasn't managed to birdie this hole this tournament. Currently 15 under par for the event. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. And he's down there.
He's looking at an elevated green, definitely up the hill.
This has got to go. This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Just 9 feet remaining to the hole. Currently 15 under par for the event. And we've arrived now at the third. It's a par 4.
It is. You got out of bounds all down the right-hand side of this hole. That bunker in the distance on the left is in play. So layup short of that. And second shot goes into a very narrow green. Be aware of that out of bounds lurking to the right. Shots missed out to the right probably won't end up out of bounds, but why take the chance?
Yep, that shot safely on the green. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
The only movement in this putt is by the hole, and it's to the right.
surely it's going to.
And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead.
That sets a positive tone for the player, doesn't it?
And now onto the par 3 fourth hole.
That bunker fronting the green is not in play. It's just there for aesthetics. Get you thinking a little bit. Anything missed out to the right is going to run all the way down into a really steep hollow, difficult to get it up and down from there. Bailing out to the left is the proper miss.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
He's looking at 20 foot. This will be a good putt to hole.
That's a lovely effort, that one. That's a handy putt to make.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
He's got a solid 6-stroke advantage on the field as we move over to the next. Well, this is lovely play, and it just confirms it after grabbing the 54-hole lead. Good play, Rich.
Yes, you always want to be in first place going into the final round. In saying that, it can be uncomfortable as well. We'll have to see how this player tomorrow handles the pressure.
UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time to kick off the finale of the Bluff Championship. Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beem. It's always delightful to have you with us. Rich, as this round begins, what are your thoughts on this particular player?
Should be a lot of nerves. They got the lead. They've been sleeping on it overnight. That is never an easy thing to do. Almost an uncomfortable situation at times, but they are playing well, so they have that confidence going into the final round. But this is going to be a tough afternoon ahead.
We're going out to the 14th hole now. Well, let's see if this march to victory lane is completed. Going with the 7.
I think this could be a slight miscalculation.
That one's got into some heavy grass, I think. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Putting for par. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, it's going to bank to the left-hand side, this one.
This one's tracking. And this one will be for bogey. Leading by a potentially insurmountable 11 strokes after that one. Not sure why I said potentially. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round.
I thought it was going to hang on, but nope.
This is his second shot. He may not have enough club to reach the green here. Well, that's right out of the top draw. A great shot from our leader. Putting hasn't been the strength today. Hopefully that can change right here.
This is for birdie.
Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
Yeah, he's staring down about 12 feet.
That's the cardinal sin, leaving it short in the heart. Down she goes. Let's head to the next.
What a great feeling that must be. Seemingly an insurmountable lead for this player with just 4 to play.
Come on, sit. Oh, what a shot by our leader. Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Put a good stroke on this one. Looks to have some good speed about it too. Our current leader is enjoying a 10-shot lead. Next up is this par 4 hole. Wow, that was just striped. Second shot here on the 17th. Wow, what happened there?
Needed to take a little less club on that approach.
Setting up now, this one from a fairway out. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
You know, to my eye, it's looking a little left to right. Starts off looking good.
He's going to like the look of this one. That'll be inside the circle of friendship.
Just a little bit of a misread right there. He's going to need to sink this next one, though, to limit the damage with the bogey.
Well, this is when the adrenaline really starts to kick in. Leading the tournament with the final hole to play. Good luck. Oh, this one might be heading towards the rough. Oh, that's a pretty good break, that. Staying on the fairway. Time for the second shot on the 18th.
Oops and uh-oh are never good words in this game.
Oh, wouldn't it be nice to chip this in and win the tournament? Didn't that look good for a long time? He knows if he can get a moment like that, Rich, just fills you with joy. What a performance.
If 1 is good, 2 is twice as nice, isn't it? 2 wins on the season for this player. Awesome stuff.
But Henny, that was some impressive play. To take down a rival of that caliber and to win the event, what a performance.
Yes, Luke, we doubted them, but they got the job done and they took down their hero. The rivalry is theirs and theirs alone. And they can boast about this on social media for, well, weeks now.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Round 1 of the Daybreak Classic is about to begin. It's great to have your company. I'm Luke Elvy alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem. And out on the course, bringing all the action, is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. Oh, this is a super week on the calendar. Always circle this one in my diary. I'm thrilled you could be with us as well. Second shot here on the 13th. Yeah, nicely played. Good chance to move deeper under the card. This putt's for 4 under. And he's down there. You got a read?
The perfect leave. Uphill, right to left.
Oh, what a putt. And that will take him to 4 under. On the 14th, another par 4, Rich, where, again, premium is on accuracy.
Lay it back short of that fairway bunker with 3-wood or take it on with driver. If you take it on with driver, the second shot becomes much easier, and now a birdie opportunity really presents itself. Laying back with a 3-wood, find the center of the green, 2-putt, and get out of here.
This one is chewing fiber.
Terrific shot, and a chance for birdie coming up here at the 14th. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 5 under. Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. Well, this wonderful finish to Pinehurst number 2 truly starts at 15, the par 3.
This green is so difficult. It sits above you just enough, and it doesn't look like there's anything there. You're hitting to a wall right in front of you, and all you can see is the golf ball disappearing in every direction other than right in the middle of this green. This is visually probably one of the difficult shots on this course.
Ooh. Bogey putt coming up here. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Now 4 shots up after that hole. On the tee now, the par 4, 16th. Standing over his second shot. And that's found its way back to the fairway. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
By my estimation, he's got around 170 here.
This one needs to stay out of that second cut.
That one's going to catch the thick stuff. How close was that to going down? This one for bogey. John, what's the line on this putt?
This putt's it's going up the hill. I think it's going to turn left to right.
11 feet to the cup. Good looking putt. And as we take a look at the leaderboard, this player is in top spot and Justin Rose is second. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Now, long-range putt coming up here to be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it? Ooh. And this putt coming up for his par. And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. And this wonderful championship test ends at Pinehurst number 2 with an uphill par 4.
Blind tee shot here for these players. That's the difficulty here. Just pick a spot in the distance and give her a whirl. From there, you actually have an opportunity on a flat-ish kind of green, not nearly as severe as some of the other ones on the golf course. Right-hand side will get a strong workout because that is the most severe. But if you miss it on the left-hand side, you never know. Finish in style with a birdie? Why not?
Well, that one is looking like it's going straight down the pipe. That is absolutely brilliant.
And that will do it for this player today.
Well, that's a lovely way to finish the opening round. Out in front, the leader. Sounds great.
Who doesn't like to be the leader? It's always good. No matter the first round, you'd rather have it the last round, though. But I got to say, good start.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beem, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. The second round of the Daybreak Classic is set to begin. Luke Elvey here alongside my booth mate, Rich Beem. It's always great to have you with us. Rich, our featured player leads this event, but not by much.
You're always excited about having the lead out there, and he's no different. He just has to go out there and continue doing what he's done so well already. It'll be fun to watch.
Time to catch up with the Canadian, Brooke Henderson.
Third shot now.
Now 4 under par. Well, that'll work there. He has this putt to save his par. And Rich, as our featured player makes the turn, he seems to be doing everything right out there.
Yeah, but I like the position. I like being out in front. That forces the other players to come catch you. I like their position.
Wow, that was just striped. Well, Rich, being half a Canadian these days, I certainly take a shining to Brooke Henderson because she really is a national hero, arguably the best golfer in Canada, not just female. Of course, we know she's the best woman in Canada, but the way she plays the game, it really endears her to a lot of people, doesn't it?
Well, it does. I'm still trying to figure out which half you're Canadian in because I'm really not buying
the
that.
Back half.
I'm really not buying that statement there, Luke. I mean, just look at you know, the first thing I notice is how good she swings it. I mean, you just don't see many professionals in the game swing it that good, regardless whether it's men or women. She has got a world-class swing, and that stands out more than anything for me. And she's just out there, and she's having fun, but she wants it all. She wants to win every single week out there. And the competitive fire that burns inside her, it shows. I mean, she really wants to win every single week. You know, it's not happening, obviously, but I tell you what, she's a phenomenal player. And she's just going to win as many times as she wants to, it seems like. Not how many they're going to give her, but she's a real deal.
Our man on the ground, John, he's down there. What's the news?
Hey guys, we're checking in with Colin Morikawa as he gets set for his next shot here on the 14th.
A good chance to move to 6 under par here. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This one's going to gently meander from the left.
The old hammer hands putt. Good chance this one, right on 6 feet.
This is important. Big par putt here.
The 12th hole is a par 4. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say. Oh, yeah. This is like a nice, soft floppy.
putting for birdie. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
Wow, this is a long one, guys. I got I don't know, 41, 42 feet from here.
Giving this one ample room out to the right.
Yeah, that was really nicely judged from there.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard. Yeah, that's another really impressive performance, building upon the advantage, and it looks like taking a big lead going into the final 2 days.
What an amazing performance. Everything that this player's done has been absolutely spot on, flawless, if you like. Massive.
UK Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the exciting season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Time now for the 3rd round of the Daybreak Classic. It's set to begin. Luke Elvy here. Welcome back. We're delighted you've joined us. This player starts their round in the lead. How should they approach today?
Well, they've got the lead, and there is a significant chasing pack. So they can't get too wrapped up in what's going on behind them. They've got to kind of keep their nose out front. They got to keep pushing along and play the golf course. Don't think about who's chasing you down. Just think about playing the golf course. But if you do find themselves falling back a little bit, then they need to go ahead and start making a little bit different push, maybe come up with a different game plan. But right now, out in front, they just kind of have to play the golf course right now and keep that in their sights.
Nothing as beautiful as a tiny fade.
Sitting at 7 under. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I really don't think this is going to happen, but you know what? I've been wrong before, and it could happen again.
Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Here we are in front of a par 3.
Again, runoff areas both left and right into some pretty deep bunkers. Finding the green in regulation is going to be key.
Going with the 5-wood. That's disappointing.
That's been the story of the day, isn't it, Luke? Has missed a lot of greens, and you can't afford to do that on this golf course. Pretty good shot there.
Just 10 feet to the cup here.
This is huge for momentum. Got to try and hold this. This for par.
And he's down there. You got a read?
I've had a look from both sides. This is a right to lefter.
Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. We've now arrived at the par 4 7th.
Yes, dog leg from left to right. The longer the hitter, the more of that dog leg they will cut off, reducing the hole in size, which will be helpful because you get to go into this raised green with such a short iron.
Lining up from the sand now.
Not as easy and straightforward as yesterday's par, so work to be done.
This would be a great up and down. This putt for par here. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
That's all right. Still time to make a couple of pars or even a birdie or two out there today. He's leading by 5 shots as we head to the next hole. And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine.
Only the longest hitters are going to be able to find this green in 2, but if they want to keep it on this green, they're going to need a little bit of luck here because this green, no bunkers surrounding it, but there are very few flat spots around it. If you want to make birdie, you better have a keen short game.
Playing from around 160 yards. And that one has found its way onto the green. That's a good shot, but some work ahead still. And that putt will end up short. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. And just checking back in with the standings. And he continues to lead this tournament. Teeing off here at the 9th hole.
Yes, you got deep bunkers both front and back, and the green tends to chase towards them. Anything out to the right-hand side into a little safe zone is what I would call it. That's the play.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Come on, get down. Lovely effort that. 18 feet to the cup.
Who doesn't love a birdie putt?
And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
Well, pretty sure this one's going to go up the hill and to the left.
12 feet to the cup coming up. Not a bad line, this. Currently in first position. Through 54 holes, this wonderful golf continues. Our leader in the clubhouse.
It's been a work of art from my point of view, and I got to say, I hope it continues for one more day.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvy, and Rich Bell. Sports in association with the PGA Tour are thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's time to see who will be crowned champion here at the Daybreak Classic. Hi everyone, I'm Luke Elvy. Thanks for joining us once again. Well, Rich, we're into the final round here, and someone's going to walk away with a trophy. What do you think the chances are of this player?
Never easy going to bed with the lead, and they're out here today. It's probably weighing on them a little bit. I got to say, though, this player has been playing well. That's why they have the lead. So they have to be excited, and they have to like their chances going into this final round.
Time now to play the second shot on the 15th hole. Well, this would be a great par putt if he can make this. This one's dialed in. And down it goes. Playing nicely now. 13 under, heading down the stretch.
Whew, that is some pretty good breathing room out in front by a bunch.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. He's setting up for his second shot. Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A. Here's a good chance to move to 14 under with this putt. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This putt's going to break to the right.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And that'll ensure he remains in first place. This 17th hole is a par 3.
I cannot look at the 17th hole and not think about the shot that Payne Stewart hit in there back in 1999. It was just glorious. And when you stand on that tee on 17, that's the only image that you want to have. Payne Stewart swinging, balancing, finishing it. Oh, it was artistry at its best.
Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader. Hasn't managed to birdie this hole this week. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup.
On a nice line.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And as we stand on the last tee, it's a par 4.
Blind tee shot here for these players. That's the difficulty here. Just pick a spot in the distance and give her a whirl. Second shot, up the hill slightly, but do not miss it too far right, or you'll find a low area for your second. Anything missing up to the left-hand side could kick back onto the green, and dare I say, finish with a birdie.
That one was fired out of a cannon.
Playing from around 110 yards out. That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there. Chip in here, and he'll steal the title. That's almost a gimme. Great chip. Sometimes you've just got to stand up and applaud, and that's the occasion right now. This is as good as it gets.
It was such good golf all week long. Gotta say, showed a lot of grit, a lot of guts coming down the stretch, pulling it out at the very end. Happy congratulations. Good stuff.
That is a comprehensive performance, Rich.
Didn't break a sweat on the way to victory lane. I gotta say, I love it. It was so easy and smooth. It was a work of art.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beem, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.